Hey all, Noons here, and welcome back to Noons Airborne RC. And thanks for coming by if you're a long-time subscriber. And if it's your first time here, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button so you can get notified for future content. Well, everybody, we got ourselves a blue tape box, and you know what that means. Another Freewing model from our buddies over there at Motion RC. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy unboxed. But first, let's roll that intro.
Get some!
So I went ahead and I picked this up a little time ago, just right after the prices went up. I've been eyeing this thing for quite some time, so I went ahead and I picked it up, and it's been sitting on the shelf for some time because I wanted to get it before the prices went up again. I've been fancying this jet. I haven't told anybody really what it is, so let's go ahead and find out together. Go ahead and cut this fabulous blue tape off. Any guesses on what it could be? If you know what I fly, and you know what I like, I think you guys can go ahead and figure it out. But got our handy dandy attention 30-day model warranty and our thank you letter right there. So let's go ahead and turn this bad boy around. Open her up. There y'all go. So let's go ahead and break her out of her box. Easiest way to go ahead and remove it instead of trying to slide her on out. Go ahead and hold on to it. And we ain't gonna need that anymore. So as you can see, we got the Freewing Jas-39 Gripen 80mm jet EDF, about 1600 millimeters roughly in length, and the wingspan's about 880. Runs on 6S power. A lot of people fly it on 4S, which I think I'll be doing, and you can run on 5000. Also on this jet, there's an optional thrust vectoring system. If you guys have been watching any of the videos on this jet, it flies just a little nose heavy with the packs, the reason why people are flying 4000s. But with the thrust vectoring unit, it adds a little bit of weight to the back, which helps you to get that CG. I believe that the tail section that comes with this model is roughly about 80-something grams, and the thrust vectoring is about 160 grams. I do have a fire booty I'm going to be throwing in this, so hopefully that helps me out with the CG. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this bad boy unboxed and see what we got here. Been kind of waiting for this unboxing. I really wanted to see this jet out of the box. My first canard jet. I was really thinking about getting the thrust vectoring unit for it, but since the original one doesn't have it, I'll go ahead and I'll save that for another jet that you guys will see coming up soon down the pipe. Let's go ahead and slide off the box. And this is how it comes. Nice and packaged like every Freewing model that I went ahead and I got. I got a little marking over here. It says X45. Man, I wonder if that's an omen to get a Zykoi X45. Who knows? Alright, whoops. We got our owner's manual, like every Freewing goes ahead and comes with. Nice and illustrated. It's one thing I like about the Freewing models. To give you pretty much what you need and all that stuff that you don't need. Nice and illustrated. I never had to do really any guessing on it. Only guessing I've had to do with these Freewing models that I've noticed between Freewing and E-Flight and everything is the throws on this thing are completely subjectable, along with the CG. So don't use the book as a manual as a guidebook, but not set in stone, right? So the first thing we got is we got our bag of tidbits right here, and we got our King Bee XCR glue, commonly known as foam tack. Got our antennas, got our little mat for the battery, all our clevises and push rods. We'll go ahead and set that off right to the side right there. Oops, got another one. and we'll go ahead and get that out. So we got right here, we have our rudder assembly with our vertical stabilizer. Let's go ahead and get this thing cut out. I had some people ask me, private message me, what's that red knife that I use? Everybody, it's just a common kitchen knife. I know it's sharp, but it has to be when you're cutting food, right? So nothing extravagant there. Here's our vertical stabilizer with our attached rudder. Servo comes included. We have our 100-year service theme right there. Nice, highly visible. It goes ahead, it gets put on with 4 screws, 2 on this side and 2 on the other. You got your extra long lead, so you can go ahead and fish it through. There is one piece that we throw on the front, and that's pretty much it. Really nice finish, good paint, not a lot of foam bubbles. The texture of the foam that I can see, really nice quality. I really haven't had, sorry about that, anything bad come from a Freewing model, especially even I've had boxes just beat to crap by the shipping, but nothing ever came in damaged. I've been lucky so far. Let's go ahead and get this out. We got a right wing. It is a Delta wing variant, so the wings don't look that big. You will be setting this up. I will have a setup video, a separate assembly video, and a step-by-step on Spectrum IX12, because I do have an extra receiver, reason why I'll be doing that instead of my Radio Master, on how to go ahead and do the Delta wing with the canard mix. I won't be doing one with the thrust vector unit because I did not went ahead and I purchased that. I did see somebody's models where the detailing came a little like dark and black. This one comes with traditional kind of grayed out right there. You do have your elevon. There will be your aileron and your elevator in one. Servo's already pre-installed. Got our lead right here for our servo, and really not much to it. There is a side rail that we'll be installing right here on the side with 2 screws. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the wing. Not too much to tell you guys about it. Got your hinge surfaces right there, and it's very basic. Be a very easy assembly. I know in the past I've been trying to fight the habit of calling it the assembly video, or the build video, should I say. And I know it's not a build, I'm not building it from scratch, so I've been fighting the urge and calling it the assembly video, which I think is the more proper term, because you're basically assembling the model. You're not building it, it's not a stick build. So we got our other wing, our left wing, exact mirror of the other side. We got our servo installed, our hinge surfaces, we got our control horn. You have one spar here, right here, and the other main spar that goes right through there, and our servo lead. Very easy. I think this thing is going to go together real fast. Really nice. They did really good work with the decals too. It looks like a water transfer, not really a sticker, which is pretty cool. I might be wrong on that. Might be a very thin sticker. Let me know down in the comments if you guys know exactly if this is a water transfer or if it's actual sticker or something. I'd like to know. Alright, and that's it for the top section. Just comes with your 2 wings and your rudder assembly. Now let's go ahead and dive into the bottom part. And here on the bottom, you get all the little extras right here. We got our nose cone, our fuselage, we got our carbon spar, and we got our little cheater wire right here. I really like that to send this with this to go ahead and feed the rudder wire on through the diffuse. We have our side rails, and we have our tail cone, and our canards. Let's go ahead and pull this out, and let's see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and start off with the boring stuff first. We got our nose cone, very simple. It's got a tongue right here of wood that you go ahead and feed on through, and it's got your 2 magnets. It's also got this little area right here where the front piece goes ahead and slides on. I heard it's a tight fit and everything. I don't know if I'm going to use glue on it. Might be one of those things where I like to go ahead and take off and remove for transport. So we'll go ahead and we'll figure that out in the assembly video. Go ahead and set that off right over there. All right. Go ahead and pull that out. We have our cheater wire right here, like what came with the MiG-21 fish bed. I'm really liking that. I've used that for many other models. And we got our carbon spar right here. So, go ahead and set that off aside. No reason to talk about that much. All right. Now let's go ahead and see what they have here. I believe these are the side rails right here, but I could be mistaken. Alright, and yes, they are the side rails right here for the wings. Nice and plastic. Got our quick detaches right over there. Looks like it's held on by 2 screws. It looks like they can go on either side of the wing, but just make sure when you go ahead and you mount it, everybody, you know how your ordnance or whatever, it slides, it goes on, it slides that way. You want those lines to be towards the back. We'll discuss that more in the assembly video. All right, here's our tail cone. It is really light. Like I said, about 80 grams or so. Got your 2 carbon spars right there to go ahead and feed it on. You do have your decals on this bad boy, as you can see right there. And it's got the plastic cone. Now with the thrust vectoring unit, what I've noticed and what I've heard from people is, 1, it doesn't have the graphics on there, it's just solid grain. And 2, because it has the ball, the actual tail cone itself is styrofoam. And I've seen people where they've bought the edition, it's $3.99 for the plastic tail cone. And they went ahead and they carved that styrofoam cone that comes on the thrust vectoring unit and slid this on there and made it look much more nicer. But this thing right here, I will be lining this up with aluminum tape, which will add some more weight, plus a fiery booty. So hopefully that helps me achieve a proper CG. We'll only wait and see. And if you guys stay tuned, I'll have a video coming up probably later on this week on assembling this thing. All right, next thing is the canards. And if you guys hear that, that's my son's parakeet. He's just up there, just singing away. He usually does that when I do an unboxing. I think he's excited that I got a new plane. And you got your 2 canards right here, a left and a right. And there's the top, 100 years of service. And they got the year 2018. I like the little paint scheme on that. Hopefully, when I get this thing up in the air, you can see the canards probably up close. Not so much so far away. And the bottoms are great. And these things right here, they just basically will slide on the post and 1 screw on each one with some blue Loctite. Said and done. The way that this thing is constructed, everybody, I know it's not going to be a long assembly. I'll probably be able to assemble this thing. The programming on the radio will probably take longer than actually assembling this model. And that looks like about it, guys. Really not that much. Next, it's the fuselage. Let's go ahead and pull this bad boy out. And done. Let's go ahead and get rid of the styrofoam. Set this off to the side. I'm trying to get in the habit, everybody, setting stuff down before I go do something. I've had some mishaps where I'm holding it and ding it, drop it, stuff like that. It's really not worth it on a brand new model. If it gets dinged up or damaged, I like it to be from a flight. That way I get a mar on it. Kind of like I am with my truck. To keep it pristine until I get that first character dent, what I call it. And then after that, it's no holds barred. Go ahead and close up this knife. Alright, and there's the fuse. Not a bad size. Get our nose cone and our tail cone. Let's go ahead and just slide that on for nostalgic purposes. Oh yeah. then the nose cone. That piece of wood does key. All right. So that's pretty much it. It is quite a bit of model. As you can see, it's almost a whole arm span. It's nice and thin. One thing I like about it, when you get the wings, it's not really a big model that you can transport it. I don't see having to take the wings on and off that much. And me, I put the nose cone on backwards. Or upside down, should I say. All right, let's go ahead and take this off. Take off the nose cone. And as you can see underneath the rudder, hopefully you guys can see that, you got your ESC wires to your fan motor. You have your fan right over there, nice 80mm fan. Continued with their scheme on the top. You got your white right here. I bet you'll be able to see that up in the air. Oh yeah. Underneath, you got your cheater vent, you got your interior gear right here. And your nose gear, they come with nose doors, which is awesome. I like that. I just don't like the open front right there. On my MiG-21, it is an open front, which I don't really care, but I'm making a nose door setup for that. You got our lights right here, one on either side. If you're normal to free wing or you have a lot of free wings, same way the wings mount. And right here for your canards, as you can see, it's one threaded post screw, go on, call it done. Real nice. Real nice. They did really good with this model, guys. Just by looking at it, can't wait to fly it. I do like fast jets, I do like the high alpha. So let's go ahead and take this hatch cover off and let's see what we're working with. Oh, there's something inside. What do we got in here? Oh, cool. It's a foam of the cannon. Oh, all right. I didn't see. Learned something new. I didn't know that came with it. So it's gonna go somewhere around here. I guess we're gonna have to read the instructions. Probably on that side. Oh, right there. There's the little. So it'll go right over there, guys. That's cool. Probably be painting that up, make it look a little more realistic than just a piece of foam. Another thing I heard about this, sorry about that, the desert's drying out and I'm getting acclimated. There is no blue box. It is all direct into your receiver. And as you can see, there's not a lot of room in here for a battery. So we're going to be testing out some batteries. The 4000s that I have the older white version of the RC Jetworks 4000 LiPos. And then I also got their newer version, the black version, the 4000 graphenes that I'll be putting in here. I also have some other 5000s. We'll be going through that and seeing where we can get the CG on the assembly video. All direct play. You do have an opening right here. The gear does not protrude. My receiver, I have to see, probably either going to mount it right here or I'm going to make another plate since this is open right here to mount it right there. No blue box, direct plug right into the receiver. It is an EC5 connector. One thing on this, everybody, if you're running the canards, okay, you're going to need more than 6 channels because you're going to have to do the mixing. So you're going to have one channel for each of your elevons, right? You're going to have one channel, so that's 2. You have one channel for your rudder, that's 3, with all your nose gear. Then you're going to have one for this canard, 4, one for this canard, 5, your throttle, and your gear. So you're going to need 7 channels if you're going to be running this thing with the canards with all the mixing for the ailerons and everything. If you have the thrust vectoring, you're going to need a 9 channel. So that's just a little hint up front. If you're going to buy this model, you're going to need either an 8 channel or a 10 channel receiver. 6 channel receiver just isn't going to cut it if you want to take full functionality of this model right here. So just like I always do, we're going to go ahead and do just a quick put together just to see what it's looking like. Go ahead and put that back on. I like that scale. It has an opening in the back for the vents. Pretty cool, right? All right, let's go ahead and slide this on. And like I said, everybody, we are just going to go ahead and slide this thing in real quick. We're not going to be doing a full assembly video on it, just to see what it looks like in its greatness. One wing, and literally the assembly video will be almost the same thing, everybody. It's just we're going to be connecting the servo wire and putting in the 2 screws. The 2 screws for the wing, if you frequent Freewing a lot, it's the same small stubby ones. Nothing different. That's one thing I like about them, is they keep it pretty simple and pretty much the same thing on almost all their jets. Get the nose cone on there. I got it upside down again. Oh, I had it the right way. Alright, we'll slide our 2 canards on. Really liking the way it is. Like I said, everybody, the longest thing is waiting for the glue for the tail cone assembly to get on. That's going to be the longest part of the assembly video. And we're just going to go ahead and just drop this. We're not going to go ahead and push it down all the way because of the servo wires. But there you go. Other than the side rails going on, one on that side, one on that side, and the cannon, that's pretty much the jet. Go ahead and lift her up. And there you go, everybody. Just had to have that one canard flip over, right? Go ahead and set her on down. And that is pretty much the unboxing video of the Freewing Jas Gripen. Great looking model. Can't wait to get her flying. So go ahead and stay tuned to the channel. We're going to have a quick, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the assembly video and then do a programming video after that. That way you don't have to sit there and watch through a whole bunch of things just to get to the part that you want to watch. So hope you all enjoyed the video. More to come. Noon's out.
Get some!